The comedy series What We Do in the Shadows follows the adventures of vampire roommates as they navigate the modern world. And they're just about to begin their final adventure. Take a look.
Well, it's finally happening. I'm being forced out of the house. Over the years, I've kept extensive records detailing the power rankings within the house. Who's hot, who's not, who's chic, who's weak, who's fly, who's shy, who's ballin', who's stallin'. Up here, you have Nandor, then Nadja, then Laszlo, and down here, Guillermo, until recently. And over here is your baby boy, Colin Robinson, who is going down.
Nice. Playing the vampire Colin is actor and comedian Mark Proksch, who is joining us this morning. So great to have you here.
Thank you, guys. Happy to be here.
Great to have you.
That's a great scene. Season 6. Funny. It's going to be the series final season. Sorry.
Either one works.
Yeah. And so for those who don't know about the show, or maybe just learning about it or catching up, what is the show and how much catching up they have to do to kind of figure out what's going on in the final season?
It's really a show you can just drop into, and you kind of figure it out by the first commercial break. This is our last season. It's kind of, for those that haven't watched it, it's kind of like Friends, but vampires. So it's a group of people that are kind of forced together by circumstance. In our show, we both hate each other and love each other, and it's just a fun, silly roommate comedy.
Like your nod to Friends with the David Schwimmer.
Absolutely.
Well, vampires have been portrayed in so many different ways over the years and decades and forever. Mm-hmm. What makes this one different, though? Like, what are the different superpowers that these vampires have? The superpowers are kind of the ones that you see throughout vampire lore. Those guys can fly. I'm an energy vampire. And so I'm not able to fly. I can just drain people's energy, and that's how I feed. And so I bore them and then feed off of their annoyance. But I think what I love about our show is we don't show these vampires in any glamorous way or anything. They're idiots. And some of our favorite scenes are when they're having to interact with the real world.
What are you going to miss most about it?
Oh, gosh. It's a unique show in which we get to improvise quite a bit.
Yeah. You don't follow the script?
Oh, we do. It's probably 60-40 is how our showrunner, Paul Sims, describes it. You definitely, the stuff that's written is usually the funniest. But every once in a while, we're allowed to jump off and have fun, and that's pretty rare on our show these days. Anything
interesting that's going to happen to your character in this final season?
That you
can tell us without spoiling.
Yeah, it's hard to tell you without spoiling. There's a lot of really fun stuff in this final season. It's, I find that a lot of times in comedy shows, they don't usually stick the landing for the series finale, but I think our writers did a really good job, and I think our fans will really appreciate how it ends. It's unique, so that's good.
Here's what I like about you. You didn't find acting until you were in your 30s, right?
Right, I fell backwards into it.
Yeah. But through a yo-yo.
I booked myself as a character on morning shows without the morning show knowing I was playing a character. And I did this throughout the Midwest as a yo-yoist that was coming to their town to teach kids about the environment. And lo and behold, it blew up online, and the writers in the office saw it, and they called me out, and that was my first job acting was on The Office.
Talk about a nice start.
Meaning you would go on to like a show like this.
Yes.
But not tell the producers or the anchors that you were really not a yo-yoist.
Correct.
And so they would legit think you were.
Yes. And I would go on and then talk about my awful life and various other non sequiturs.
never making them look dumb.
Right.
I want to point that out to you too. It was always
hard.
to make me look like an idiot.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Well, it's not hard to make me look like an idiot.
Oh, stop it. Well, congrats on everything.
Oh, thank you.
What do you think you want to do next after you close the coffin on your vampire?
Yeah, I think I'm going to take a little time off.
Yeah.
We got to go 6 seasons, and we filmed up in Toronto in the middle of winter.
Oh, gosh.
So, yeah, I think I'll just be spending some time with the family for the foreseeable future.
Great.
Well, enjoy it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being here.